Hey guys, I'm Julie Custis. I am a senior sports communication major, and this is my personal profile video for Com 388. So what am I most grateful for? I'm most grateful for my family. As cliche as it sounds, I'm just thankful that they're so loving and supportive of me. What am I most proudest of? I would say just getting to college and finishing 3.5 years so far. I had this last semester left, and I'm definitely going to be very proud that I'm finishing college with all the peaks and valleys that come along with it. I'm definitely proud of that. The happiest moment of my life so far, it's really hard to pick, but I would say getting my dog. We got her about 9 or 10 years ago. And she's just a bundle of joy. Her name is Angel, and she brings a lot of happiness to our family. The hardest moment of my life would probably be picking what school to go to. I play softball at Bradley, so my softball career had played a big factor in which college I decided to go to. And it was definitely tough to get through, but with mentorship from my coaches and friends that are already in college, and of course my parents and family, they helped me get through it and helped me weigh the pros and cons of each school. So I'm really thankful for all of their help and support. I would describe myself as a child as pretty happy. I liked to eat food, as I do today. I'm the youngest, so I guess I was very spoiled, but I also got picked on a lot. I have 2 older brothers, so they always picked on me, wrestled with me, but I was very happy, had a great childhood, very, very blessed to say the least. And who has been the kindest to you? I have many kind people in my life, but I would probably have to say my mom has been the kindest to me. Just her giving attitude is so inspiring to me, and she's always there for me no matter what. If I can honor one person in my life, living or dead, who would that be? I'd probably honor my best friend, Caitlin. She went through a lot growing up, and even though I know her story, her personal story, I think it's important for people to understand what it's like to come from nothing and be able to prosper still and accomplish your dreams. Growing up, her family didn't have a lot of money, so she had to start working at a really young age, and last year she actually graduated from college, and she's going back this semester to go get her master's in accounting. So I'm just really proud of her. She's also building her own house, which will be done in February, which is awesome. So I'm really happy for her, and I think it would be awesome to listen to her story and how she encouraged herself to get through some tough times growing up. So as I mentioned, I have 2 older brothers. My oldest brother is Tony. He is 32. And then my next brother is Michael, and he's 30. So there's a little bit of an age gap as I'm only 21. But they're working. They have, my oldest brother's engaged, and he'll be getting married in July of 2020. So a little bit of a long engagement, as they got engaged this past summer. But really excited for them. They also just got a new puppy. And then my other brother, my middle brother, Michael, he got a new home this past summer. So he has been, learning what it's like to have his own house, and he lives with his girlfriend, and both of my brothers are really big supporters in my life, always checking in on me as I'm their baby sister. And then both my parents they work. My dad is a part-time graphic designer, and he also drives people. So he does airport runs or business people who just need to be driven to the city. We're from Naperville, Illinois, which is a Chicago suburb. So he frequently drives people to Chicago who have to do business while they work, and things of that nature. And then my mom is a project manager for Nokia. So she sits on phone calls just about all day long talking with different sales representatives, and she's really good at it, and she's been doing it for a really long time. But overall, we're really sports-driven family. I play softball, and my 2 brothers played hockey, so that is us. So my 3 favorite social recreational activities, one thing I really like to do is I like to try different coffee shops. I really like coffee. I like to catch up with friends at coffee shops and try different places. A place in Peoria that is really good is called Zion Coffee. I definitely recommend it. I also like to go biking in the summer. It's just really nice to bike around town. We have a lot of bike paths in Naperville, and I'm everywhere, but there's definitely a lot by my house, which are fun to go to. Definitely changes the scenery up a lot. And then I also, I really like to go fishing and boating, especially at a lake house in the summer, and tubing. It's just really relaxing. We go every summer, and I really enjoy the time that my family gets to take when we go on those trips. So the riskiest thing I've ever done and my most unforgettable experience are kind of in one. I've gone ziplining before in Lake Geneva, which was really cool. I had never done that before, so it was really fun. The top 5 things I want to do before I'm 30, I would like to buy my own car, have it in my own name right now. My car is in my parents' name, so they technically own it. I'm very thankful for that, but I definitely would like to buy my own car before I'm 30. I would also like to get married before 30 and have kids before 30. And I would like to travel to Europe. I really want to go to France and see Paris and the Eiffel Tower, as well as maybe Italy and Spain. And then lastly, what I would like to do, I think I have one more. What I would like to do before 30 would be potentially getting my master's degree. So what is something I've done that no one in the class has likely done? This one was hard for me because I'm really not super adventurous, but one thing that as I mentioned, I have a car and I drive a Nissan 2006 Murano, so I feel like nobody in the class has a Nissan 2006 Murano, so if you have, let me know. If you could have lunch with anyone living or dead, who would it be? I don't know, that's really hard. Probably like a famous softball player. I would say Jessica Mendoza. She is a MLB analyst, and she also played softball at UCLA. She was an All-American. She played for the national team, United States national team. Just overall a really cool lady. She's done so much for women in sports, and she's just an overall really great person. And what books? So one of my favorite books is called Mind Gym. It's by Gary Mack. It's a little bit more centered and focused on for athletes, but it's really good and motivational. And I like to read it frequently when I'm in a slump. Why did I decide to come to Bradley? Excuse me. Like I said, softball played a big role in my decision in coming to Bradley, but I also really like the size of the campus. I liked the distance from home. I'm about 2.5 hours away from home when I'm in Peoria, so it's just far enough, but not too far if I need to go home for an emergency. The 3 best courses that I've taken at Bradley, definitely COM 292 and COM 393. Not only because Cash has taught those classes, but also the camaraderie that we had in those classes was really fun. And Dr. Cash definitely made lectures interesting, and I think I took the most away. And I also enjoyed COM 360, which is digital journalism. And my 3 least favorite courses are the stats course that like all communication majors have to take. I'm just not really good with numbers, so it was a pain in the butt for me to take that. I didn't like art, the gen ed art class, and I did not like COM 400, which is COM theory. I just don't like COM research, so it was not very intriguing to me. I don't exactly know what I want to do when I grow up. I have quite a few possibilities, I guess you could call them. I may want to coach softball or coach for softball, either at like a university or just a younger team, like an organization within the area, a traveling organization, or I may want to do sports marketing. Those are a few potentials. I can kind of see myself working anywhere, but mainly with sports. So that kind of, for the next question, for the entry-level position I'm going to pursue, I'm not really sure, kind of any position that is welcoming and is available. So lastly, if I had a candidate selection, what is the biggest challenge you had to overcome in your life so far, and how might you respond? So the biggest challenge I would say that I've had to overcome would just be enduring the time that I'm at school and away from my family. I'm definitely a family person and very family oriented. So being away from them is hard. I know I'm only 2 hours away from home, and a lot of people have a much further distance that they are from their homes. But for me, like missing out on family dinners and just family events and having to balance the stresses of softball and school and also trying to get a social life in there at some point is really tedious and time consuming. I'm very thankful that all of the experiences that I've had in college, but it's definitely been a long ride, and I'm very thankful to have made it to my senior year. And I'm praying and praying that I can just make it through and finish out. So I believe I answered all the questions. Let me know if you guys have any questions for me in the discussion. And thanks for watching.